Hey, what's going on? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. Hit the thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Run the thumbs up on these videos. I appreciate you guys being here. I was just able to watch Coach Saban's sit-down interview with Rece Davis. Go check it out. It's on the ESPN YouTube channel. My reaction to the video, it's a great video. Very well put together, and Coach Saban is very open about his decision to retire from the University of Alabama. As you know, Coach Saban, his overall standard is simply, it's greatness, right? He has greatness about him. Every single thing that he does is at the highest level. And one thing that he did is he explained the fact that he felt that he could no longer contribute at the highest level as a head football coach at the University of Alabama. He said that the season was an absolute grind, that the season was really grueling. And he added to the fact that this particular season, he had to take on more of the defensive responsibilities. And as I thought about that particular comment, I kind of rewinded to what Lane Kiffin said before Alabama played Ole Miss. He said that somebody else was probably calling the defense. And as I put things together in retrospect, I think you see that Kevin Steele said that the main defensive coordinator is Coach Saban. And I think it was kind of almost a three-headed monster with the defense, right? You have Kevin Steele, T-Rob, and Coach Saban kind of overseeing the entire defense. That was a lot on Coach Saban's plate. And he holds himself at the highest level, greatness. And he did talk about the fact that Alabama wasn't able to get to the national championship, wasn't able to win another national title. And he said that he felt he didn't do a good job in that Michigan game. He's talked about that in some other videos as well, that he felt they didn't make the right adjustments. I heard him talking about the offense too. One of the things that also struck me is he talked about the season being grueling to the fact where he was tired. Can't do the same things that you can do when you're 72 as compared to 62. It's difficult. Your body changes, right? Need more sleep. He said there was a time in his career, I love this part, where he could wake up and, he could stay up till 2 a.m. working and wake up at 6 and still have that energy and that fortitude that you have as a coach. He said it's hard to do that now with his age. Age catches up to you. I get it. There's a lot of people that can probably relate to that. And that's part of life, right? You get older and your body changes. And he said that he spoke to Miss Terry, and I thought it was really sweet. He said, Miss Terry's my best friend. And he had some conversations with her, and she said that she didn't want him to kill himself out on the field doing something that he could no longer do, which is achieve at the ultimate level, give his ultimate for this program. So I'm sure those were some really, those were some really good conversations for them to have at this point of their marriage. He also mentioned that there's no health issues with himself or with Miss Terry, which is probably the best news of the day. Thought about that. He said it was more just kind of the grind on his body. He mentioned the fact that the recruiting calendar has been way pushed up. Remember, we were talking about this, how busy, we feel during the holiday season. Imagine him dealing with the roster management, the NIL, the transfer portal, overall preparations for the bowl game. That was probably something added to kind of the gruelingness of the season. So it was a really good interview. Towards the back end of the interview, he's asked about the future of Alabama football. And clearly he cares a lot about Alabama football. And he said that he's going to play some sort of support role within the system. I don't know if that's long-term. I don't know if that's for the next couple months while things get acclimated under a new head football coach. But Coach Saban has the best interest for the Alabama Crimson Tide football program, 100%, and for the University of Alabama overall. The end of the video, I loved it. It was he was talking about there is life after football. That's why he always preaches to his guys, get a degree, because the NFL stands for not for long. What are you going to do after football? And for him, he said, I don't know about you, but I don't want to wake up and watch Netflix. That's what he said on the video. Loved it. He was like, I want to wake up and be able to go to work. He still has, 72. He still wants to get after it. And I love that about him. We all do. We love that mentality, right? To be able to go out and work. Like, he still wants to do that. And Rece Davis was like, well, I know where you could certainly work. Kind of like hinting that come over to ESPN. He's already been linked up with the Pat McAfee show all season long. And they'd love to have him on game day or whatever. They would come up with whatever for Coach Saban. And Coach Saban was like, yeah, he'd think about it. But he was like, I also know that you can't create a broadcasting career at 80 years old. Like, start one. So I thought that was hilarious when talking about that. I don't know what Coach Saban is going to do after this. I would like to see him in some sort of commissioner type role, helping college football get back on track. Because I think right now, college football has certainly got off the rails in terms of where we're at. There's a lot of, it's pretty much chaos in terms of the wild, wild west, what's going on with the NIL, the transfer portal space. And I think Coach Saban having a great understanding of what he could do and how he could better off college football, I think he would be best suited for that. Who knows what he's going to do? But I'm really excited for this next chapter of his life, whatever it is. I'm really, appreciative of all the mentorship that he provided to not only all of his players, but pretty much all of us. Today on one of my shows, someone said it best. They were like, not only are we losing a coach, but we're losing a life coach. And I thought that was perfectly said, because so many times in his openings, did he provide that wisdom that we didn't know that we needed until you watched, some of those interviews, or, there's nothing like seeing him get to the podium and make his opening comments. I mean, just one in a million. I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm definitely going to miss watching him at the podium. That's like one of my favorite things. So overall, it was a great interview on ESPN. I encourage everybody to go check it out. I love the fact that he's going to be in some sort of support role for Alabama going forward. I don't know what that's going to be. I'm sure that Greg Byrne is doing his due diligence right now in figuring out who the best coach is going to be for the Alabama football team. I just saw some stuff. There's so many names that are kind of coming up and down. And I don't, for the most part, Greg Byrne is the only guy who knows. There's going to be so much stuff on, Twitter message boards that you see. Honestly, there's not a lot of people that know. Dan Lanning was a name that was thrown out. People said that he was here in Tuscaloosa. Turns out he wasn't. He's staying at Oregon. Who knows if Oregon gave him some cash to turn down Alabama? We're never going to know. We're going to know like way down the road. Lane Kiffin, where's that been? We haven't heard anything with him. Steve Sarkisian. I mean, could you really outbid Texas? I don't know. Football Scoop just said new names that will get interviews could be Eli Drinkwitz, Maryland's Mike Locksley, who was formerly here as a wide receiver coach, said that Tommy Reese could get an interview. I don't know. I know a lot of people have different opinions about Lane Kiffin, but there's a lot of people that would like to see him as the football coach here. I don't know. We'll see what happens going forward. But I appreciate you guys supporting the content. Let me know inside the comment box what you think about the interview on ESPN with Rece Davis. Did you guys get a chance to watch it? Just go to ESPN and look. It's kind of headlined on their YouTube channel. I understand the grueling part of the season. I mean, look, it's a grind for people that cover Alabama football or any, in this space. I mean, if you really want to achieve at the highest level, and just like I said the other day, there's no shortcut to greatness. Like, if you want something, there's no shortcut around to it. You got to work. That's just it. So props to Saban. Love the interview today. Go check it out. And I will catch up with you guys soon right here on our YouTube channel. Definitely check out our ongoing live stream. And I will catch up with you guys soon. Hit the thumbs up. Run the thumbs up on this video. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Kyle Henderson, Bama Football on YouTube.